We made a deal to tell this story, and we're telling this story.
Because Ellie still looks and acts like a 14-year-old from season 1, even though she's supposed to be 19.
Yes, maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide. Whoa! Oh my god, what? Is it getting bigger? Stop it. No, seriously, what's with that? It's fine, Joel. Does it hurt? Joel, please, you're making me self-conscious. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling. Normal head, Joel, can we just get back to the door things? It's planetary. Leave it. It's gonna have its own area code soon.
I'm sorry. That was acting. That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean, Christian, you tell me.
Like most people, I liked the first season. I thought they did a great job. Season 2, I was skeptical on them not recasting Ellie and keeping Bella Ramsey as Ellie because it's supposed to take place 5 years into the future, but obviously Bella Ramsey in real life was not going to age that much in, the 2 years it took between seasons. So in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same.
I'm in a very unique position because it's my second go at this story. But I've just now lived in this world for so long.
Joel, I think I found something. Whoa! What? No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season. I think I found a way through.
Bella Ramsey's Hollywood dream has officially turned into a nightmare. Once hailed as the breakout star of HBO's The Last of Us, Bella is now at the center of one of the most brutal industry fallouts in recent memory. After The Last of Us Part 2 sent fans into a tailspin and Part 3 was unceremoniously scrapped, rumors are now swirling that Bella has been quietly fired by none other than Neil Druckmann and the top brass at HBO.
Oh, yes. Maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide. Whoa! Oh my god, what? Is it getting bigger? Stop it. No, seriously, what's with that? It's fine, Joel. Does it hurt? Joel, please, you're making me self-conscious. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling. Normal head, Joel, can we just get back to the door things? It's planetary. Leave it. It's gonna have its own area code soon.
For some reason, they made the decision for The Last of Us Season 2 to make Ellie dumb, to the point where she even says that she's stupid. Why? That just kind of betrays the character.
Joel, I think I found something. Whoa! What? No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season. I think I found a way through.
And it wasn't just about poor ratings. According to insiders, Bella's firing wasn't a creative decision. It was personal. What happened behind closed doors might change how you see this entire franchise forever. But how did it all go so wrong, so fast?
It's never any fun not being able to go to sleep, just like it wasn't any fun watching Last of Us Season 2. So, in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same. So it really conflicts with what the character is supposed to be portrayed as.
Do you change up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises in my back pocket. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them, is they're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
The Last of Us Part 2 was always going to be divisive, but no one predicted just how explosive the backlash would be. Killing off Joel early in the story, pushing bold new characters into the spotlight, and radically shifting tone from the original, the creative gamble fractured the fan base. Some praised it as daring. Millions of others called it a betrayal. At the center of the storm stood Bella Ramsey. Cast as Ellie, one of gaming's most iconic characters, Bella stepped into impossible shoes. And while critics applauded her emotional range, the fans weren't nearly as forgiving. Social media lit up with comments attacking her look, her voice, even questioning whether she understood the character at all. Hashtags like #NotMyEllie began trending. Forums and fan groups that once hyped every trailer now turned into battlegrounds of disappointment. The more HBO tried to push her as the face of the franchise, the louder the backlash grew. And through it all, Bella pushed forward. But the damage had already been done. While the public blamed the writing or the direction, insiders suggest the real trouble was brewing on set. Reports began surfacing that Bella wasn't just struggling under the pressure, she was clashing with the very people trying to steer the ship. Multiple sources close to the production claimed Bella frequently pushed back against scripts, rewrote scenes on the fly, and even refused reshoots unless her vision was respected. Neil Druckmann, the creator of the series, allegedly became frustrated with the constant resistance. One crew member reportedly called her impossible to direct during emotionally heavy scenes. It wasn't just Neil either. HBO producers found themselves stuck between defending their star and dealing with internal chaos. Some quietly began questioning whether Bella was still the right fit to carry the story forward. And while they debated in the shadows, the ratings began to tell their own story. Season 2 opened strong. Millions tuned in to see where the story would go. But after just a few episodes, the numbers began slipping. Fast, viewers dropped off, reviews got harsher, fan videos dissected every frame, every line, accusing the show of abandoning what made the first season special. Behind the scenes, HBO knew they had a problem. Marketing teams scrambled to spin the narrative. They put Bella in front of every camera they could, late-night shows, award circuits, viral campaigns. But instead of winning fans back, it seemed to only stoke the flames. Worse yet, rumors swirled that Pedro Pascal, beloved as Joel, was distancing himself from the production. While officially supportive, insiders claimed he was done babysitting a PR mess. At this point, it was no longer just a shaky season. It was a full-blown franchise meltdown. For months, fans speculated on what The Last of Us Part 3 might look like. Would Ellie return? Would the story redeem itself after Part 2's fallout? Neil Druckmann teased possibilities. But nothing solid ever materialized. Now we know why. Behind the scenes, The Last of Us 3 was collapsing. HBO reportedly delayed greenlighting the script multiple times. Budget talks stalled. Creative rewrites kept going in circles. The real bombshell? Sources say Neil Druckmann walked away from Bella Ramsey's version of Ellie altogether. Frustrated, exhausted, and done. Insiders claim HBO executives held a private summit in early 2025 to decide the future of the franchise. What came out of that meeting shocked even industry veterans. Cancel everything, no season renewal, no Part 3, no Bella Ramsey, no announcement, no farewell post, just silence. The decision to cancel The Last of Us 3 came with a hidden second move. Bella Ramsey was allegedly let go at the same time. No press release, no public apology, just a quiet removal from the cast lineup and all internal pitch documents. Her name was erased from promo decks. Her involvement in future spin-offs shelved. One anonymous HBO producer reportedly told an insider blog, "She wasn't just recast, she was erased." Word around the studio is that it was Neil Druckmann himself who pushed for the decision, along with quiet approval from HBO's CEO. They didn't want more drama. No social media storm, no headlines. They just wanted her gone before she could damage the brand any further. And that might explain what happened next. In the weeks following the internal decision, Bella's behavior online changed drastically. She stopped promoting the show, she vanished from press tours. Scheduled interviews were quietly canceled. Her social media activity became cryptic. Vague posts about betrayal, growth, and starting over. Fans noticed, articles popped up. "Where's Bella?" became a trending topic. Then came the unfollows. Bella quietly unfollowed multiple co-stars and even HBO-affiliated pages. She deleted behind-the-scenes posts. Comment sections turned off. TikToks removed. A PR firm was brought in to manage the noise. Some claim HBO offered her a quiet payout in exchange for not going public with the firing. Others believe she's holding out, waiting to tell her side of the story. Either way, the silence is deafening. And while Bella disappeared from the spotlight, the online world didn't let her go easily. As Bella vanished from the spotlight, the internet didn't hold back. YouTubers and streamers began breaking down every red carpet clip, every behind-the-scenes rumor, and the conclusions weren't pretty. Channels with millions of subscribers released exposés titled things like "The Real Reason Bella Ramsey Got Dropped" and "Why HBO's Ellie Never Worked." Podcasts that once praised Bella started questioning her attitude, her decisions, even her casting. Fan reactions became more coordinated. Reddit threads, Discord servers, and Twitter hashtags like #FireBella and #RecastEllie gained serious traction. What made it worse? Gaming insiders, the very people who once praised Bella's courage in taking on such a massive role, began to turn as well. Game journalists hinted at miscommunications between Druckmann and Bella throughout production. Leaked call sheets allegedly showed Bella skipping rehearsals or requesting solo script reviews to change lines. Even Caitlin Dever, long considered a fan favorite for Ellie, suddenly started trending again. Fan edits, side-by-side comparisons, entire campaigns to replace Bella with Dever gained hundreds of thousands of likes. And HBO? They were listening. Hollywood doesn't make public blacklists anymore. But what happens behind the scenes? It's worse. Sources inside multiple casting agencies claim that Bella's name started being removed from shortlists for major roles after The Last of Us collapse. One executive allegedly told an insider blog she became a risk, not because of the controversy, but because she couldn't carry the weight. Neil Druckmann, once her most vocal supporter, has reportedly gone radio silent on Bella. No more social media mentions, no more public praise, just distance. The final blow? Bella's team reportedly reached out to a top streaming platform for a new deal, and were politely declined. The reason? Too much noise. That's Hollywood speak for, you're done, at least for now. And as Bella fades into silence, the Ellie torch may already be passing hands. Industry buzz suggests Caitlin Dever, originally in talks for Ellie before Bella, is back on the shortlist. But this time, not just for a series, for a feature-length reboot. Whispers of a darker, more grounded Last of Us film have been floating around studio lots. Supposedly, this version ditches the Part 2 plot entirely and reimagines Ellie in a new timeline, without Bella. Even leaked concept art suggests a more mature, war-scarred Ellie, totally different from Ramsey's younger portrayal. Neil Druckmann is allegedly involved, but this time, he's keeping creative control much tighter. No improvisation, no experiments, just a clean break from the disaster behind them. Bella Ramsey's rise was meteoric, from indie darling to fronting one of the most anticipated shows in HBO history. But in a matter of months, everything unraveled. The fandom turned, the directors walked, the franchise collapsed, and the girl once hailed as the future of Ellie is now completely gone from the picture. No farewell, no tribute, no closure. It's the kind of fall that Hollywood doesn't write scripts about, because it's too real, too raw, and way too common. One moment you're on every magazine cover, the next your name gets whispered in boardrooms as a cautionary tale. Not because you weren't talented, but because you misread the room. And the room moved on. Behind the scenes, the message has been made clear. The Last of Us will live on, but Bella won't be part of it. She carried the burden of Ellie on her shoulders, but when the weight became too heavy, even her biggest supporters stepped away. Neil Druckmann gave her a shot. HBO gave her a platform. The fans gave her a voice. But when it all fell apart, none of them could save her. Hollywood moves fast. And for Bella Ramsey, the lights dimmed just as quickly as they came on. Maybe she'll bounce back, maybe she won't. But one thing's for sure, in the world of television royalty, the moment you stop being useful, they stop writing your story.